Hey, hey, Sonoran Sounder here. Late for me, but gonna do a little commentary on our World Cup match. atha17 representing the good guys from Oceania against Vespa from Greece. We've played 2 out of our 4 matches against Greece so far. I have tied, and Derpa has also tied. So important match here. Just underway here, game 1. Haven't even had a chance to look at the board. Looks like a lot of silvers on the open, trying to get to which. Pretty powerful board, right? We've got masterminds. We've got apprentice and witch for draw. We've got sheepdogs, which activate when your opponent curses you. Can activate on an upgrade as well. We got Way of the Seal for top decking. Barge, of course, really nice. I mean, that's going to be your best draw probably on this board. In terms of number of cards. All right, I'll be right back. Okay. All right, they're playing pretty fast here. I have no idea what's been happening and who is in the lead. Looks like Vespa's got the apprentice. They both have, I assume that's the second upgrade for Atha. Obviously you are going to need to deal with these curses, and certainly upgrade's the best way to deal with the curses on this board. Apprentice is nice to deal with the estates, get a little bit of draw from it. You can later apprentice cards that you no longer need or want, or if you're just in a situation where you want some draw. Okay. Getting confused by the city gate top decking, it looks like. All right, so good turn here from Atha. Gets to upgrade an estate, gets an attack in, and gets to buy a 5 cost. They go charm here. Vespa now gets the city gate. I don't know if it's a little late in the game for that. I mean, there's no... I guess it's going to still be pretty... It's going to be helpful on certain turns. Could be helpful, certainly for Vespa. On this turn, they can just top deck the witch and play the mastermind and then get a triple curse attack in next turn. So that worked out well for them. Yeah, mastermind's going to be a real key card here. Undoing on the top decking again. Yeah, I'm guessing Vespa's in a little bit better position, especially after this turn with oh, and they even got to react their sheepdog there, so they have even more draw. I mean, the curses certainly aren't the end of the story here with upgrades in hand, but they're sure a pain to deal with as you're trying to get deck control here. So very good turn here for Vespa. Do you upgrade the estate here to silver to activate the sheepdog maybe? I don't know, I guess, well, yeah, they have a charm down there, so I think they should have done that to try to find that charm. I think they have a charm down there. Could be wrong. I guess they would not have found it given the draws. Four here, kind of a sad number. They buy silver. Yeah. Not excited about the silver, but I guess the only other option really was to pass or put another sheepdog in the deck. Okay, I guess Vespa does not have the charm. Does Atha have both charms? All right, so what should they buy here? Probably a mastermind. Ooh, definitely not a gold. Yeah, I don't like the gold at all. We want to keep building with these action cards. We want to mastermind, especially with all the curses, want to mastermind upgrades, mastermind, even once the curses are gone, masterminding witches for draw. Yeah, the gold just did not seem good there. No 4 cost, so you can't upgrade silver into anything to activate the sheepdog. So yeah, trashing the copper there seems fine. Seal the sheepdog. I really want to see a mastermind here. Or a barge, but mastermind is such a great card. Oh, not another gold. So Vespa can either give out the last curse or play the mastermind. I mean, I think you've got to play the mastermind. Oh, again, they're able to. That's right. We have City Gate, so they're able to top deck the witch, which guarantees a mastermind hit. Yeah, that makes mastermind even more powerful here. You know what you can on the turn. It's in your hand. You can top deck something good. Vespa follows with a gold as well. I just think you need to get more deck control here before adding the payload. More golds. All right, I guess they're transitioning to a money thing. Yeah, I just think there's a lot more you can do on this board with masterminds, barges, the witch. Masterminding upgrades is sure good. All right, so Vespa gets to mastermind an upgrade here, so they get to clean up quite a bit. And give out the last curse. Yeah, sheepdogs are not going to be as good anymore without any curses to hand out. So they hit 8 here. I assume they're provincing, given that they've kind of transitioned to money with buying a gold last turn. But you could certainly build more. Certainly take another mastermind. Yeah, I think we're in pretty rough shape here in terms of where Atha is at. They're just going to have a hard time catching up, especially buying golds. Top deck the gold instead of provincing. Okay. Which to gold seems fine, I guess, given the direction they're taking here with more of a money approach. Kind of sad that the witches collided. I think that's the only draw they have. Don't have a mastermind, don't have an apprentice. Just now bought the barge. I do like that. So again here, Vespa can top deck the barge, play the mastermind, and then they're going to have a great turn next turn with a huge hand. Yeah, I feel like the mastermind's really been the difference here. Vespa being able to mastermind the witch early to give out a lot of junk. And then The rest of the mastermind hits have been really, really productive as well. I assume this is a next turn barge. Although I guess there's mostly money down there, so it could be a this turn barge. But I think you top deck the sheepdog and barge next turn. And I guess they're buying a province here. Again, I think there's still time and still room to build. I do like that they got the barge last turn. Okay. This seems all right. We're gonna get 2 5s here. Mastermind barge. Mastermind apprentice. I do like that they've slowed down on the money and have not started greening, because if they just try to match province for province, it's not going to end well. Okay, they are greening, but do add another barge, which is certainly helpful. All right, so here you got to mastermind the barge, draw now 3 times, and they're going to have a lot of money. Did they went next turn on the first barge play? Am I seeing that right? That seems, and the third barge play. That's very odd. Not sure why you wouldn't just draw 3 times with the barge there. I mean, I guess they're trying to set up their next turn as well, but very curious. Now the barge and the mastermind stay out of play as well. Okay, so we've got the next turned barge coming in for Atha here. I think triggering this is okay. They do have another barge in discard there. You got to get rid of these. Oh, I guess, again, they haven't top decked, so I guess they are not triggering this shuffle. I would assume you stop here. Get your barge and upgrade back into the shuffle. They're going to province, okay. Yeah, so this mastermind and barge stay out, and they're both going to miss the shuffle. So, kind of curious. They just kind of deferred this big turn until 1 turn later. Get to clean up a little bit, though. Are they going to upgrade the witch now? Yeah, I guess that makes some sense. Plus it activates their sheepdogs. So I guess this turned out decent. Again, kind of an odd way to do it, but it worked out fine for them. I think here for Atha, we're going to have to top deck that silver and barge next turn. Yeah, again, I think this is pretty much over. That mastermind has just been such a key card. It's kind of sad that only one of them was picked up, but the one that was picked up is just doing tons of work and is the difference in the game. They top decked the gold. Okay. Want to clean up the curse? Yeah, I mean, the other option would be just to apprentice the gold and potentially be able to province there and do the barge next turn. Twelve's kind of a sad number with two buys here. Province estate. I'm not sure the estate's really doing much, but it is what it is, I guess. I think you got to play this upgrade. Although I'm not sure what you're upgrading. Oh yeah, again, City Gate, forgot about that. So you know exactly what you're drawing here. You could upgrade the barge to gold to activate the sheepdog, which probably lets you province and then still get the mastermind down, given how much yellow is in both of these decks. Okay, they trashed the sheepdog. Interesting. I'm not sure what that does. Oh, wow. And they do not play the mastermind. I think that's a mistake. You got to play the mastermind. I mean, it looks like they're going to be fine regardless. So again, with City Gate, you know what this upgrade's going to draw. And again, no really good targets for it. You don't really want to kill your sheepdog, especially since you can't upgrade it into anything. I mean, maybe you're behind in points. You really don't want to kill the duchy, but if you do kill the duchy, it activates both sheepdogs, which lets you likely province. I mean, obviously province is losing for Atha here, but they can't know that, and really they need those last two provinces to have any chance. So, I mean, any line's going to be losing here, but given their position, I think they have to try to play to get both provinces, which of course is just not going to happen here. So they just take the duchy. All right, that prolongs the game another turn or two, but given the province here for Vespa, there's just no way back at this point. I think they should just top deck the sheepdog, buy a province. Not much else to consider here. And you could top deck the copper and draw with the sheepdog. Okay, top deck a silver. Yeah, I mean, that's fine too. It's all winning. And again, Atha just needs to play for more turns, play the barge for next turn. Duchy. Yeah, I mean, even if Vespa didn't have province in hand, it's all pretty meaningless at this point. I guess they can get two duchies here. So maybe it's not. They could have. Yeah, they could have. The charm lets you gain an additional card costing the same amount. So if they played charm there for card instead of buy, they could have bought a barge and then gained two duchies instead of just buying duchy estate. But again, didn't matter. It was over at that point. All right, so game one goes to Greece. That was their first player, though, so special kingdom rules, extra menagerie. Did they agree on that? Or is that just a miss? That's interesting. I don't know if I should tag them in chat if they know that that's what they're doing. I don't know if there's any specific, I don't remember any specific World Cup rules that would forbid that, but anyways, it is what it is. All right, New Kingdom. What do we have here? Boy, oh boy. Again, looks like a pretty powerful kingdom. Of course, Recruiter should be the first priority here. You want to hit 5, get Recruiter. Trash your estates, build up some villagers. Livery certainly looks like a great card here. As you know, for both payload as well as gaining some horses for draw. And timing of city quarter will be pretty important here. It's going to be I mean, you've got Recruiter for villagers, but you're definitely going to want to get city quarters, but you don't want to get them too soon, otherwise they're not going to do anything. So once you thin down, get rid of all your estates, maybe a copper or 2. Maybe not. Maybe you want it even sooner than that. You start picking up the city quarters. Of course, Wayfarer is going to be good draw. That's going to be certainly a relevant card here as well. I think you get Livery before Wayfarer, though. But I could see a case for Wayfarer for draw at first. Falconer is always a pretty strong card, though here it doesn't look like it's doing a whole lot. Looks pretty skippable here, I think. You don't want a ton of gladiators in your deck. You may want maybe one. Looks like Atha's opening. Both opened with a silver, and it looks like they're both opening silver gladiator. Whoa, second gladiator. They're gonna unveil Fortune very quickly. Of course, Fortune will be your plus buy until there's a pile gone and Animal Fair activates. Okay, Recruiter, like that a lot. We'll see if Vespa follows. Sad draws for both here at the top of the next shuffle. Atha passes for the Bath points. Yeah, I think maybe a monastery there would have been okay as well. You got the Recruiters to trash estates. I think a monastery might be helpful. But Bath's certainly better than another gladiator or more silver. So they hit 5 here. Yeah, second Recruiter, I like that. That makes a lot of sense. Certainly a case could have been made for Livery at this point. Vespa goes Hireling. Not sure if I'd ever get Hireling on this board. It's certainly not bad. It's just kind of slow to get going. Yeah, it's probably fine. 1 or 2 Hirelings here, I guess, could be helpful, especially for a third Recruiter. I don't think a third Recruiter is needed here. It's a good card, but 3 seems like a little much. That I certainly would have gone Livery there. Yeah, I mean, the Hireling's nice to have the 6-card starting hand as you get the city quarters, as you get thinned down. That makes your city quarters that much better. So I could see the case for Hireling. So we're going to see, no, we will not see Fortune unveiled here. This should be a Livery for sure now. Okay, good. Goodbye. Chooses copper over estate. I assume that was probably intentional, that they did not want to reveal Fortune, thinking that Atha might be able to buy it, and knowing that they couldn't. Another livery. Yeah, it seems reasonable. 8 here for Vespa. I think they need a livery or a second recruiter. Reap. Reap was certainly not something I would have considered. Yeah, I just think livery is just going to be a lot better for your deck than Reap is. They're both 3 coins. Livery gives you a horse. Obviously, it takes an action. Actions are somewhat limited at this point, but you got to transition to City Quarter like now. I think, especially for Atha with all these recruiters, they're really thinning out their coppers, and they're going to use some villagers here. So this should be well, they're going to unveil Fortune too, so they're probably going to end up buying a Fortune here, but I think the City Quarter is just going to be better for their deck at this point. Deciding what to trash. I mean, it's either copper or silver. You don't need the villagers yet, so I think it's just trash copper. Gets blocked. Does have 8, so yeah, this has got to be a City Quarter here. Atha has trashed enough with the recruiters. City Quarter is going to be a great draw for them. They're going to need the village. I just don't think there's really anything else to consider here. Another livery. Yeah, I don't like that. I think it had to be City Quarter. I think that was the only good option there. Vespa not going to play their recruiter? Okay, Vespa goes for the City Quarter. Their decks, I mean, it's not nearly as good for their deck as it is for Atha, but still a good purchase. I mean, it's something that as the game goes on, it's going to be better and better for them. I assume we're getting a Fortune here. Even though, again, Fortune's fine. I mean, Fortune's a great card. I just really want to see them get a City Quarter ASAP. Looks like Vespa's now going to get the Fortune. You could make a case, just play 2 liveries, pay off debt, take more debt from the City Quarter, is what I'd like to see here. Get the City Quarter into the shuffle. Animal Fair. I mean, that's fine. They don't need the 3rd recruiter, but again, they're running out of villagers. They've got too many terminals. And of course, yeah, here we see Vespa draw the City Quarter dead. Vespa's got much less action density, so that doesn't surprise me. I mean, again, here you see we are out. We can't play all of these because we're out of villagers. I think I play both liveries, and then I guess buying the City Quarter, though, does not give you horses, which is kind of sad, but I think you just have to bite the bullet and do it. Gonna save the villager. Okay, well, there's the City Quarter, so I'm glad to see that. Better late than never. Yeah, Vespa just has too much. Whoa, a second Fortune. Wow. Okay. Interesting. All right, so we're going to recruit. Okay, recruiting the silver is fine. We need the villagers. That city quarter bottom deck, that's kind of sad. Trash is a gladiator. Certainly play the animal fair here. Well, actually, no. They don't need the money, right? 9, 12, 20. Yeah, they don't need the money. There's no reason to play the animal fair. It's not giving you a plus buy yet. I mean, I want 2 more city quarters. Well, I guess how big can you build though? If animal fair is not going to give plus buy for a while, you're kind of sitting here on 2 buys unless you get another fortune as well. Which I guess with this extra money, I mean, it's kind of sad because it's all it really is doing for you if you play both fortunes is just giving you an extra buy, but maybe it's okay. I could see city quarter fortune here. Yeah, that's what they do. They do get horses from the fortune purchase. Similar spot here for Vespa. Yeah, I don't like the third fortune. I mean, I think that's good for us. That activates the buy on the animal fair. I think you just play all these and buy another city quarter. Kind of sad to not find either of the fortunes. It's been a long time since I've seen fortunes pile. Livery city quarter. Okay, good. Good buys. I like it. They're going to transition to green now. Again, the city quarters just aren't doing as much for Vespa because they're not as well trashed. But, so they take the animal fair now and a city quarter. Okay, so still building. Yeah, see here, Vespa, I mean, both players kind of have sad city quarters. Oof, we are out of villagers. 3 buys here though, which is nice. Could be province, city quarter. I mean, you can't build that much bigger. Could take an animal fair, trash the livery to gain it, or just, yeah, again, terminal space is a challenge. Ooh, hireling. Hireling, livery. How are we going to play all these actions? I guess we can start recruiting horses. They're getting quite a few horses. Yeah, maybe that's all right. I mean, not the hireling. I don't think the hireling's doing anything for you at this point, but maybe you're able to play all this. City quarter animal fair. Okay. Well, they're both building big. All right, here we see the city quarters doing work. There we go. So we're drawing deck here. Probably time to recruit a recruiter. The villagers are going to be pretty important. And I mean, how much of this are we able to play? 5 actions. We need 7 to play all this, so yeah, recruiting the recruiter makes sense. Now we can play all this. And I guess, are we quad provincing here? Is that? That's a lot of money. I think we're quad provincing. I'm not sure how else. You could go 3 provinces and an animal fair, I suppose. It's a lot of horses too, right? Yeah, I mean, if you quad province, that's was that 4 times 5? Is that 20 horses? Wow. I think you quad, because that's going to be safe, right? They can't... I don't think Vespa's capable of drawing in the same way with all the coppers in their deck. Though you could go, like I said, 3 provinces in Animal Fair or 3 provinces in a city quarter. Although a city quarter shores up your draw, but it doesn't add any more capacity to your deck. You're still limited to 4 buys. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I go maybe 3 provinces in an Animal Fair is just better. You're going to get 20 horses either way. Yeah, that's probably better, because then you don't, in the off chance that Vespa can quad or better, I guess they have 5 buys. I think 3 provinces is probably safer. If you go 3 provinces in Animal Fair, then next turn if you draw, you can get 5. Yeah, I mean, Vespa didn't get there. Presumably with these 20 horses in deck for, wasn't it 20? Oh no, he bought a city quarter, so we didn't get the 5 horses on that buy. Did get the Animal Fair, so if this draws, this just wins. I mean, with all these horses, it's got to draw, right? We need to find a city quarter, though. We need to find a city quarter. He's got 5 of them. All right, there we go. So that's game. Yeah, I don't even think we need to play these liveries, do we? It's all good. Yeah, the extra buy threatened 5 provinces, so... All right, well played to Atha. Like I said, I think he waited a bit too long to get the city quarters, but all in all, it was well played. And 1-1. So on to game 3 with Vespa start. Okay, what do we have here? An alms board. Mole. Mole is always interesting. The witch is back and looks to be particularly nasty here. Traitor being the only trashing. And... Weak village and inn. Destrier is certainly going to be very good here. Boy, do you open with a trader here? Gosh, it's a card I don't like very much, but given it's the only trashing, maybe you open with it. And with alms, you're going to have the ability to open Fisherman and then a 4. I assume you're going to open Fisherman on the turn 1. Nothing else that really jumps out, especially since you're going to be able to get the 4 cost on turn 2. Interesting board. Yep, they both take the Fisherman. That makes sense. Let's see what they do on the 4. Skulk. I don't think I like the Skulk opening. They both go for Skulk. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of other good options. I think both players kind of favor the payload, more of a money-ish approach. Vespa gets the inn. Not sure why they need an inn yet. Like I said, inn is a pretty poor village. You draw 2 cards, but then you have to discard 2 cards. Here, where you've got weak trashing, I guess it's not as bad because you're almost always going to have something to discard to it. But I certainly don't want it until I've got at least 2 terminals in deck. I think I want the Witch first. So are we buying a... Oh no, their discard pile was empty. Okay, Fisherman Slay. That seems reasonable. Famine. Famine did nothing there. Probably actually helped. Maybe get some of the action cards higher up in the deck. Take a silver here. Okay, good. I like the Witch. Like the Witch. I think you can get the Witch before you get the inn. Now with a Witch and a Slay and a Skulk in deck, Atha probably does want to pick up an inn. I mean, this would have been a great spot for it, but obviously they're short on money here. Of course, the big benefit of the inn is you get to shuffle it and other actions in your discard right into your shuffle, or right into your deck, which is really nice. 3 here, I mean, I guess you could take a... Now and again, there's alms, but alms doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot. You certainly don't want another Skulk. Probably don't want... Oh, I didn't even notice. Destrier. Yeah, good call there by Atha. When you play a Slay, you gain 2 horses, so that brings the cost of Destrier from 6 to 4, which means you can alms for it. So yeah, that's ideal there. I certainly want lots of Destriers here. 8, big number here. I think it's just another Destrier. Take a second Witch. Okay. Definitely need the inn now, though. Lots of terminals with no villages for Atha. Vespa does go with a second Destrier. Seems good. Yeah, Atha really needs the inn here. They should hit 5 here. No, I guess not. But they can alms for a Destrier again, or just buy the Destrier. Vespa goes with a second Skulk. Not a fan of that, but we'll see. Yeah, Atha here is going to end up with Yeah, there we go. 3 terminals in hand. I think you just got to play the horse. You want to get through more of the shuffle. You want to get through all this shuffle and play the witch, I think. Again, I really think you need the in. They can shuffle the in right into those 5 cards, and they do have the witch there, their second witch, in those 5 cards. So that's the only action, unfortunately, but does allow them to play the witch and keep playing. So I feel like Atha's a little bit ahead here. They got the second witch. Neither player has gone for the traitor. Again, I'm not. It's a card I don't think I play that card very well. So I can't say for certain whether skipping traitor here is good or not. I think I would have tried to pick it up. I think early, traitoring estates into silvers is good for the deck, and certainly later, it's not a great way to get rid of curses, but I mean, you do want to get rid of the curses from your deck, and that's really the only option. Both players could start looking at outpost as a possibility. Again, the big, outpost turns are going to be a little sad here with curses, all these curses in deck, and not doing any trashing. And certainly you need more ins first. So I would favor in over outpost at this point, but it's something that should be on the radar. Yeah, of course, destriers are just, they're always good. Especially when each player only has the one village. I think you got to play the witch here for the attack. Yeah, even though you drew 2 cards dead. Okay, they get the in, good. And then they get to shuffle some good stuff into their deck. Yeah, that's always the best time to get an in if you can, is right at the bottom of your shuffle. Because you're going to get two witch attacks in here. Yep, drew another in, so maybe even get to play the sleigh or another terminal as well. Yeah, they only hit... Okay, there's the gold. So, yeah, very good turn here for Atha, set up by the very nice, very strategic in purchase last turn. Yeah, I might be inclined to get the outpost now. Yeah, see, the in here just isn't as good because you don't have all the other action. They didn't have any other actions in their discard, but still, it's good. I mean, it's good for the deck, right? We've got all this junk, so having to discard 2 cards typically isn't the end of the world, and both players need the terminal space. So another in here for Vespa. Oh, did he not put the in the deck? Well, it looks like he's fine anyways. We found one. Found 2. Now can we find the witch? Give out the last curse. Found 3, but no witch. There it is. All right, so good. Another great turn for Atha. Look at that. Drew all the way to the bottom of the deck except for 1 card. Gets to play both the sleigh and the skulk. 10 and 2 buys. I mean, I think this is outpost destrier. Yeah, they're in control now. They won the curse split. It looks like pretty decidedly. Not sure why they're pausing here. Play the sleigh. Play the sleigh. Why are we not playing the sleigh? Oh, okay. Trashing the sleigh for an animal fair and buys a destrier. I think I would have kept the sleigh and, like I said, just gone outpost destrier. I guess that's fine. I mean, you're still in the same spot as far as terminals go. You just have an animal fair, which now has plus buy instead of sleigh. I mean, I really like the horses in the deck, but I mean, animal fair is certainly good. Certainly a good payload card at this point now that they're drawing. So I can see what they were thinking. How are we on piles? We got destriers and fishermen. Look to be the two likely piles to go next. Misery was the curse there. Not too miserable, could be a lot worse. So decent turn here for Atha, despite the kind of the rough starting hand. Again, I think I go outpost destrier here. Although you could certainly make the case for another animal fair. They just take two destriers. Okay. Draw is good. Non-terminal draw is even better on this board. I think they're, they're pretty much in control here anyway. Oh wow, kind of a sad turn to end up with 4 here. I'm not sure what I would get here. Could get the sleigh back. Like I said, I really like getting all those horses into the deck. Now they go trader. Interesting. Pretty late in the game for the trader to really do much. I assume they're hoping to... I assume they're just going to use it to trash curses. I don't think the game is going to last long enough for that really to pay off. I think if anything, that's just going to slow them down a little bit. You certainly don't want to be trashing anything else into silvers. Draw is tough enough on this board. Yeah, I hear they're stopped again. Keep the curse to trader it, but now they can't buy anything. Oh, mole. Hey, that's the first time we've seen mole here. Good call on the mole, Atha. Now they can take that last destrier. Destrier patrician seems fine. Do have to watch piles. It's going to be time for Atha to start greening a little bit, probably. I guess there's nothing real imminent, right? 5 fishermen, 5 inns. So no real risk at this point. I think you just play the animal fair here. Seems pretty clear. 3 buys and 10. Guess we're kind of past the point of the outpost. I thought the outpost would have been pretty helpful a few turns ago. Yeah, at this point, I think Province Patrician is fine. Get enough of a points lead. Ooh, trashes a destrier. That hurts a little bit. You take a fisherman or an inn here? Fisherman, okay. Right, the destrier was 6 cost, so they could have taken an inn. Inn is when you gain, not when you buy, right? Yeah, when you gain this. So they could have put a bunch of good stuff in their deck. I think I would have taken an inn, but fisherman's probably fine too. Yeah, you go ahead and trigger this. No reason not to. Lots of good stuff down there. Yeah, Atha's deck is just way better at this point. Okay, province in hand now. Get to trash a curse. All looks pretty promising. I mean, they could even take... No, they got 8, not 10. And with 2 piles gone now, of course, the animal fair gives 2 buys. Oh, Vespa picked up a trader as well. Yeah, both players doing a little deck cleanup, but a little late in the game for that to really pay much in the way of dividends. 1 short here of provincing. Do you just go like 2 fishermen here probably? Yeah. They got a big enough point lead where the 2 fishermen seem safe. All right, so we have our first win from... Well, I shouldn't speak too soon. Let's make sure they draw. There it is. Okay, so first win from player 2. Good job to Atha. 2-1 lead now for the good guys, for Oceania. Moving to game number 4. Atha back as first player. I think, yeah, they haven't changed player order yet. Again, this extra menagerie. I'll have to ask him afterwards if that was intentional or not. Hopefully we don't get our result invalidated because of that. I assume it's like League, right? If players agree to different rules, then it's fine. Okay. Next board, we've got... Yeah, extra allies is not available yet. That'll be the next thing. Wow, lots to do here, right? Lots of buys and gains, and of course cavalry shenanigans will be happening. So what are we looking at here? I mean, we're just trying to build a big engine, right? I guess we're village limited with Snowy as the only village. So yeah, I guess we're somewhat limited in what we can do here. Ironworksing for cavalry is a thing too. We've got sheepdog again. That seems like that'll be pretty nice card here with different ways to activate. Horn with sheepdog draw. What do we mean by horn? I mean, when you play a horn and gain a card, it activates the sheep. Oh, yeah, you can draw the horns, right, and play them. So yeah, lots to do. I mean, I guess that's, when we're playing with extra menagerie, there's going to be some pretty powerful cards. Yeah, bargaining for the displaced. Bargaining's a nice event. I mean, displace is going to be pretty key. Another one of the powerful menagerie cards. Exile a card, gain a differently named card, costing 2 more than it, and then of course later you can gain that card again to get it out of exile. So, commonly used if you get a gold in your deck, displace a gold into province. You can displace the province back into gold, take the gold out of exile. So both players now with displaces. Is that the second displace for Atha? Okay. Displacing into Ironworks. Not sure on the cavalry buy there. Drew the Snowy Dead. I'm not sure why they went cavalry there. Okay, they're playing Fast and Furious. We got another Snowy. Both players have a Snowy now. Like here you displace... Yeah, Ranger seems fine, I guess. I mean, I think I want to draw a Snowy just because you've got to play a Ranger twice to draw with it. And given the limited, the village limitations with Snowy, given the 4 actions and no more after that. Okay, this looks like a good spot for Vespa. Ironworksing for the cavalry, getting to the bottom of their shuffle. So they get the Swashbuckler. You got to be careful here. Both players need to really be careful about getting too many terminals in their deck. Early on, obviously you're going to be fine because you're not drawing much. So 1 Snowy's good, but having a bunch of cavalries and rangers and swashbucklers are going to be, and of course the ironworks as well. I guess if you get the ironworks before the Snowy, you can gain an action and not use up your Snowy villages. Second Snowy for Atha. Oh, they gained a ranger here too. Yeah, I'm a little worried about both players over-terminaling. Seller could be good here, for sure. We're top decking the displace. We're flipping the ranger token. That seems reasonable. Nice starting hand here for Vespa. Want to play the ironworks first. Yep, before the Snowy. Also gives you a coffer with a card in the discard, which is nice. So here they're able to play everything. Displace a copper into a cellar. Yeah, cellar seems decent. I don't know that it's, as they're getting these estates out of their deck, I don't know that it's going to be doing as much work now, but still can certainly be a useful card. Are we displacing into a cavalry here? I mean, it's good for this turn, but again, I don't want too many cavalries in my deck. They do. Guess they can buy they can now buy a 5 cost, which is nice. Time for Horn yet? They go Swashbuckler. I guess that's their first Swashbuckler. Yeah, I want to do Swashbuckler over Ranger with limited actions. And your buys are coming from Snowy anyway. I don't think you need more than 2 or 3 buys on this board. You're gaining cards with Ironworks, you're gaining cards with this Displace, you're gaining cards from Horn. Alright, so they got 1 action left. Yeah, displacing the estate seems like the right play here. What do you gain with it, though? Again, I don't think I want any more terminals in my deck. 2 Snowies is plenty. Yeah, no sheepdogs. Sheepdogs are a way to draw without using up your actions. There's our first Horn. Boy, all these cavalries. I guess you can displace them into golds. Displace them into Horns actually first. Later in the game, maybe you displace into gold. Frog dogs are even a village. Oh, sure. Yeah, because you can react and... Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's a good point. Foley, you react with the sheepdog. You don't have to draw with it. You can frog it, and it gives you another action. So there's another way to village. I guess as long as you haven't played a snowy first. All right, so we're exiling a cavalry into a horn. I like that. We don't want all these cavalries in the deck. Yeah, not an easy board to play. The build order and the timing of when to add the hops is it's challenging, no question. Horn double dog. Cellar dog. Okay, we got our first sheepdog. Rough draw here for Vespa. Yeah, they try to extend the turn with cavalry. Still cannot find a snowy. I assume you just have to displace a cavalry here into a horn, probably. Swashby, okay. Looks like a pretty sad turn for Atha as well, though they can displace into cavalry and... Okay, they just take another horn. I think I'm fine with that. I mean, I kind of like taking the cavalry just to take that option away from the opponent, but again, we've got too many cavalries in the deck as it is. But probably was right just to take the last one there. A third snowy, okay. 3 snowies in the deck can be a little bit tricky. Guess the idea is the deck is thick enough where you're hoping they're spread out, so you can see one each turn. All right, so here we've got an ironworks for a cav. Hope to find the snowy. Yep, here a cellar is definitely come in handy. Cellar away everything but the swash. Maybe keep a displace. There's the snowy. They do keep a displace. Good, yeah. Cellar. Much, yeah. I'm now seeing the benefit of the cellar much more so than I was initially. You need to be able to find that snowy, otherwise your turn's very limited. The cellar certainly helps you do that. So we are down to last action. I assume you just play the cavalry here. You don't need to ironworks for anything. You could ironworks for a sheepdog, but I think 2 horses in your deck is just better at this point. What do we have? 5, 6, 7, 8 uniques if we play the cavalry. Are we horning for more horns here? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Play this. Why are we not playing the horns? Okay, undo. I've done that before too. You play the money and you think you play the horns after your buys, but you got to play them first. And then the third snowy. I'm not sure what I think about that. It almost feels like the cellar is better just to find your existing 2. Because if you end up finding 2 snowies in a turn, it just doesn't do you. 2 or 3 snowies in a turn doesn't do you anything. Yeah, real limited turn here for Vespa as well. Again, with the cavalry's gone, it's going to be 4th snowy. Wow, okay. So we got 3 snowies and 3 horns left. We're definitely, if Atha has a full turn here, I assume they can win. That seems unlikely. Look at that, all 3 snowies, wow. Yeah, if one of those snowies was a seller, just feels like too many snowies. Okay, Ranger, but Ranger's not going to draw. I don't think he played the other snowy. Yeah, top deck it, that's good. Gains a gold, gains another horn. A little risky to lower there. Of course, as we see, Vespa, no seller, no snowy. All right, this turn Atha, no draw. There's another seller, that seems good. Just place on top? Yeah, I guess. Another sheepdog seems good. I'm not sure what the horn split is currently. I think Atha has, fairly sure they have the horn edge. So I don't think Vespa has enough horns to be able to draw to win here. 1 action left. Are we displacing? No, taking horses. Yeah, kind of a sad turn. Can't play all this good stuff. They do get the treasure chest. Yeah, I mean the sheepdogs seem real key here. Only 3 gone. I think they're all Athas. Yeah, it's just top deck the Swashbuckler. I don't know if they have another snowy down there. What are we exiling into? I would not take a horn. Okay, we're taking a duchy. Take a sheepdog with this horn here. Ooh, another snowy. Boy, it's a lot of snowies. They keep the gold. I almost think you just pitch everything there. The Ranger gets to draw. Yeah, taking that snowy. I guess Atha scored as well. But we're getting really low on piles here. Ironworks for sheepdog, I guess. Down to 1 action after this. Probably more important to flip the Ranger token than get 2 horses. They do take the sheepdog. They take the 2 horses. I think it's just better to flip that Ranger token so that next time you can draw. So takes a province with the horn, buys another province. Yeah, with piles as low as they are, that's got to be the play at this point. If Atha does not have any snowies down there, I think you Ironworks for a sheepdog and you just draw. I can't remember what the snowy count is and how many they've played. They may have 1 down there. If they do, then you frog the swash, obviously. It's got to be sheepdog. I mean, I guess you could take silvers. Ranger. I guess they have their token flip, so they want a better chance of finding it to draw and finish on their turn if Vespa doesn't. Atha certainly has enough horns if they draw. What 5 cost do you get here? You cannot take another horn. Gains a cellar off of that. If they did not have a snowy down there. I'm not sure why we're frogging the swash then. I don't think Vespa has the horns to win here. They're close. They're close to a win here. One more action. Ooh, drawing that swashbuckler was a little rough. Just going to take another province, I guess. So does Atha top deck this swashbuckler? I mean, I think so, right? You can't... I don't think you can play it and have it miss the shuffle and draw a bunch of stuff dead. Just kind of sad to keep frogging the swashy. Not sure what the gains are at this point. Unfortunately, the score has turned, and can't touch Snowy. Gains a silver and doesn't play the horn. Oof. Yeah, these are just too many turns in a row that Atha... I mean, it's been rough draws, but... Yeah, there's... Vespa finds the Snowy, plays the swash. I assume this wins. Oh, they didn't play the other They didn't play the other Snowy. If they played the other Snowy, they win, right? Yeah, they would have. They could have bought horn Snowy. No, they're gonna lower and be just fine anyway. Now this swashy's sadly going back into the shuffle. All right, well that is game. I thought this was going in a different direction, but Vespa's draws came together. They got the treasure chest, and we're able to pull it out. So we are at 2-2 with 2 games to go. Back to Vespa's start as well. Second player winning the last 2. All right, a couple critical games here. Looks like we're on pace for yet another tie. All right, I'm going to be right back too. I got to get some water. right, game 5 with our extra menagerie. We've got Snowy back, we've got Cavalry back. Hostelry, good, we've got a village other than Snowy this time. The Lucky Coin Fool. Priest and Bounty Hunter will both be pretty good here. Got Mask for trashing as well, so lots of thinning between Priest, Mask, and Bounty Hunter. Hostelry for village and draw with the horse gains, and of course hunting grounds. And then we've got the Cavalry. Cavalry back for more fun. Capitalism is what? Yeah, probably not relevant here, right? Priest, Bounty Hunter. I don't think it's going to be worth paying 5 for capitalism here when you can just get overpay for hosteleries and get a bunch of horses. You're not going to have a bunch of. You're going to have what, 1 priest and 1 bounty hunter probably the whole game. Maybe you get a second one of each. Maybe you get a scavenger. Doesn't seem that important though. Vespa opens Fool. Atha opens the Masquerade. I like the Masquerade's a great open. I think Masquerade Bounty Hunter seems like the right open here. Suppose you could draw the Bounty Hunter dead, which would be sad. Yeah, Fool's one of those cards. It's not a great card, but it's hard to leave it uncontested. Okay, good. Atha does not draw the Bounty Hunter dead. And they hit 6 here. Take the hunting grounds already? Could be hostelry and 2 horses. Yeah, I'm not sure what I would get here. I think the hostelry and 2 horses is very reasonable. If you get the hunting grounds, you got both the mask and the hunting grounds in your deck without a village, but that's probably fine because you can pick up a village here. All right, so Vespa gets to Bounty Hunter this estate and play the Fool, so they hit 5 here as well. River Field Moon, nothing terribly exciting there. River will be nice for next turn. I think for Vespa maybe it should be the same thing. Don't play the 2 coppers. They do go for the hunting grounds. I guess they don't have the mask, so... Cavalry here. Looks like that turned out nicely. They had triggered the shuffle and drew the mask and the bounty hunter, so they can bounty hunter the estate and play the mask. Surely you play the mask here, right? I guess you could draw a horse hostelry or 2 horses, so there is some risk. But seems minimal. I think I play it here. Right, it's hostelry, 2 horses, and then a bunch of junk down there. Oh, they owl it. Okay. Drew a bunch of stuff dead, but I think you go ahead and get the hunting grounds now. Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't even notice Way of the Owl. Yeah, unfortunately. Oh, and they have a cavalry as well. So hostelry, 2 horses, and a cavalry were down there. Oh, and a silver. I guess ideally you don't want to pass the silver either. So yeah, I like the owl. Owl was a good choice there. Oh, they buy the Snowy. Interesting. All right, forest is certainly nice here. Though again, I mean, I guess for Vespa, it could be Snowy Mask. Probably makes the most sense given what's in their deck, given that they don't have either. Other option would be Hostelry and discard 2 coppers for 2 horses. But yeah, I think I like Snowy Mask. Oh, they're going Capitalism. Wow. Did not expect Capitalism to be bought in this game. Do we buy a Cavalry here? Seems like a reasonable play. Try to find the mask. Try to find the bounty hunter. They do find the bounty hunter. I think you exile the lucky coin, right? I don't think you want any more silvers. Oh, another cavalry. Okay. Could pass the lucky coin. No, I don't think you pass the lucky coin. I think you want to bounty hunter it for 3 coins and be done with it. Although here, yeah, they got 5. I'm gonna say this is would be a good spot to get that hunting grounds now with 2 villages in the deck. With 4 or 5. Humble. That was not on my radar. It's either Hostelry plus a horse or maybe even Priest. Could pick up a little bit more trashing would be fine. Looks like Atha is not going after Fool. I think at this point now with Earth's Gift, Forest Gift, the last couple of boons that were revealed, I think you just leave Fool alone. I guess there's still swamps for the wisps, which would be certainly nice, but yeah, I think instead of Humble last turn as Atha, I think given that they've been adding these cavalries to their deck, I think Hostelry would have been the choice. Bounty Hunter. They had 6, right? Plus the lucky coin? Okay, there go the wisps. Well, I guess capitalism's paying off, right? Got Priest and Scavenger. Gets the top deck the Wisp. They do not have Snowy yet. Yeah, they got to get that +5. Supposed to be Bounty Hunter the Humble. Play the Cav here or buying a Cav? I'm not sure. With such limited villages, adding all these cavalries. I mean, I see the rationale for buying it. You're trying to find a village, but we've only got 2 villages. And now we can't buy anything productive. Trashing copper instead of estate. I'm not sure I understand that. Do we not have an estate? We do have an estate in exile. It doesn't seem to make sense to me. All right, so Vespa gets Skies. Ooh, they're going to take it. Interesting. I'm not sure what they're undoing. You don't have anything to bounty hunt. All right. Play the cavalry first. Get the horses in the shuffle. Okay. Owling the cavalry, I guess, is fine. No more cavalries. Why are we doing this? Too many cavalries. Bounty hunter, that lucky coin. Buy a hostelry. Play the cavalry first. Feel like we're just kind of spinning our wheels here with all these cavalries. It doesn't feel like the deck's really improving. Bounty hunter's the estate. What are we buying with 3? Now we're buying the Fool. I don't like that. All the good boons are gone. We're very much terminal space limited. That had to be a village. It just had to be. I mean, look how much better this hand would be with a village in it instead of a Fool. Had to be hostelry. Yeah, capitalism. I mean, Vespa's kind of built a little bit of a deck around capitalism here, getting the priest and the scavenger. So here they're able to play the priest in the buy phase since they didn't have anything to trash. All right, we're going to bounty hunter a cavalry, I guess, since we have so many of them. You know, mountain, sea, sun. I mean, these are not good gifts. Oh, we got no actions left, so we can't. I mean, you discard the cavalry and top deck the copper, I guess, so we draw the copper. Again, though, we can't buy a village. I mean, we could buy another snowy. Oh, we've got the 3 from Bounty Hunter. Right. What? Small castle? What? Why are we buying small castle? Oof. Yeah, I'm not liking that at all. Vespa hits 11 here. Do they buy Haunted? Do they buy... Guess they're just kind of foregoing villages. Yeah, they province. I guess we're in full... What did we... We discarded a horse? Ugh. I don't like that at all either. No, we don't have to take the boon there. We can pass on it. Not sure we wanted to trigger that shuffle either. Got a bounty hunter, that lucky coin. I don't know. I might have just played 3 of the cavalries and not played the bounty hunter here. They do bounty hunter, the lucky coin. I like that. All right. I mean, this could be something like hostelry hunting grounds. Yeah, I guess we're going hard after the castles. I mean, surely we see the need for hostelry, right? Does buy the hostelry. Could have kept a copper back and gotten another horse. All right, I guess we're playing the mask here. You can put a treasure card on top of your deck and then play the mask. I think this is a fine shuffle to trigger. Don't want to play small yet. I think you just top deck a gold and play the mask. Looks like that's the plan. Oh, we're not playing the mask normally. I would have played the mask normally. We do get another hostelry. I like that we're finally getting some villages so we can play all of our cards. Not much of a turn for Vespa there, although they do get to thin an estate and a copper, which is good for them. Or, yeah, I'm not sure that we need to take these Lost in the Woods every time. Okay, hostelry, bounty hunter, the haunted. I guess the castles are nice with bounty hunter, right? They're more targets for the bounty hunter to get 3 coins. You can get the castles out of your deck. So maybe I shouldn't be as down on the castles as I am. It just feels like, there we go. Good use of owl. Look at these villages we have now. Oh, why are we not playing the hostelry? Oh, we didn't have the hostelry in hand. Okay. More castles. Okay. All right. Atha's deck's starting to come together a bit now. More thinning here from Vespa. They get another hunting grounds. So this is feeling close again. I was feeling like Atha was behind. But now with these additional villages, the horses, we're exiling a horse. Okay. I guess we were going to get it right back with cavalry. And we were able to owl the other one, so that looked like a pretty good play. Yeah, deck's coming together now. Now that we've got the hostelries so that we can play all these cavalries, get all these horses in our deck. Do we play small here? Lots of horses. Not playing small. Seems reasonable, I guess. Sprawling and a duchy. Just take another hostelry, sure. Yeah, no horses, but that's fine. Extra villages in the deck are good. Does Vespa have enough to pick up? Yeah, they do if they bounty hunter their coin, right? They could pick up grand. I mean, province is just worth more to them, although maybe denying castles is a better play. Not gonna bounty hunter. Interesting. Not sure if they think playing the bounty hunter at the end gives them coins like a priest would, but they do get another province. Atha up 4. I assume Atha is going to be able to get to grand here. Could be a good boon if there were horses here, but there are no horses. Where are all the horses at? You know, here they come after the Snowies played, unfortunately. Bounty hunter a horse for the money? Does that get you to 9? It does not, does it? Man, I don't know what owling at this point does when you're out of actions. Okay, they did get to 9. Yeah, after you play the Snowy, you've really got to manage those actions carefully. And drawing a bunch of cards when you've only got one more action left typically doesn't accomplish a whole lot, especially when they've got such good action density now with all these horses. All right, so Another snowy and a hostelry for Vespa. Not sure if that's the play. Guess they're worried about these hunting grounds now, drawing stuff dead. Okay, draws coming together this turn for Atha. They can play small to gain king here. And then buy a province, it looks like. Ooh, we played this masquerade normally. Are we passing a fool? We are passing a fool. Seems fine, I guess. Now you can play the snowy. Oh, why are we not playing small? Don't discard small. You want to play small. Well, I mean, I guess we can afford king anyway. And we do have humble castles, so maybe that's fine. I think I would have, I mean, you could have got both king and a province here, but takes the hunting grounds now, good. Does not play the hunting grounds. Vespa does not. Plays the fool. Now plays the hunting grounds after getting Field's gift. Province. Yeah, all these castles are a ton of points. Bounty Hunter Cavalry and Owl this horse. Beautiful. Atha making real good use of Way of the Owl here. With all these extra villages, that's much easier to do. Go hunting grounds now. Yep. Look at all this coming together. Lots of coins from Opulent. Snowy for the buy. Double province here. Don't play the mask. You just stop here. Very nice. Yep, that was. I was a little concerned with how that was starting, but Atha really put together a nice deck there in the end. So, Oceania up 3-2. The all-important Game 6 starts now with Atha back as first player. Yeah, that's right. Fulovora said player 3 was supposed to win that one. Player 1 win the first two, player 2 win the next two. Hopefully we just go back to I guess player 2 ended up winning the next 3, so now we transition back to player 1. All right, what do we have here? Banish seems like the very important event here. We're going to want to banish estates, banish coppers. Yeah, we've got research as well. I suppose you could make a case for, I mean, research is decent delayed draw. So that's another way to deal with the estates. Of course, we have fleet here as well, extending the game by an extra turn potentially. Inna's back, but we've got a better village this time than the last time we had in with Hunting Lodge. Destrier, Merchant Guild, of course, will be... is that our only plus buy? Yeah, so what's the strategy here? It's either thinning with research and or banish. Of course, Ghost Ship is just a nasty attack, so that's going to be an important... Probably the first 5 you want is Ghost Ship. You're just going to want to play that as much as possible. I guess Vassal's kind of a soft counter to it in that you can set up your... When you get Ghost Ship attacked, you can set up your Vassal so that you get a guaranteed hit out of it. But certainly you're still going to play with Ghost Ship here. Atha does open the research. I think that's fine. I mean, you could, what are the open options here? You could even, I mean, I think opening banishing one estate is reasonable. Probably the research is a little better. Getting the draw and, okay, research vassal. I like that. Good open. Vespa goes with a silver. I mean, vassal just helps cycle a little bit more. I think you got to take the ghost ship as first 5 here. You can come back and get hunting lodges later. Yep, good call. See what Vespa does on 4. Is this another research? Bishop. Yeek. Guess you take the silver at this point. Yeah. Got the vassal ghost ship collision here, which isn't great. Bottom card is what, a copper probably? Yeah, ghost ship is good. I could see. Yeah, I mean, it's going to go right back into the shuffle, right? Because we have the research in play here, so I like playing the ghost ship. I think you get a hunting lodge now. Could be a destrier, but I want a village in this deck. Banishing 2 estates. Interesting. I don't know. I mean, with the research, right? You've got the draw from research, so guess it's fine. Certainly want a hunting lodge now. Especially now that your deck is thinner, you're going to see your ghost ship and your vassal. They take the destrier. Interesting. I mean, destrier is great. Good draw. Just think they need the... I guess you top deck 2 coppers here and research a copper. I mean, your research isn't doing anything except trashing coppers now with the banish. Yeah, kind of sad draws for Atha. Oh, Vespa goes with a... I didn't see they picked up the inn. Boy, inn is just a lot worse than hunting lodge. Yeah, draw the destrier dead. Really need Atha really needed that hunting lodge. I mean, I guess they would have drawn the hunting lodge dead too there instead of the destrier, but takes a silver. Goes with the ghost ship, which looks like the right call. This has got to be a hunting lodge, please. Otherwise, you're just always playing this ghost ship, drawing cards dead. There we go. There's the hunting lodge. Okay. In business here. Bishoping an estate. Free copper trash for Atha, which they take advantage of. Yeah, I like what Atha's doing a lot better here for sure. You can research a copper, buy another hunting lodge. I think one more hunting lodge, and then I think you add a merchant guild. Good, they do. Ghost ship attack here. So now you could set up your... Let's see, how do you want to set this up? Copper ghost ship, I guess? Put the ghost ship on top? They just put both. Or no, you can't put the ghost ship on top, right? Well, I guess you can. No, because you have to play the village. So yeah, no, they did it right. You've got to put the village on top. Otherwise, you don't. I mean, the vassal hits the ghost ship, but then you're out of actions. So they did it right. Yep, there we go. Merchant guild. I like it. That's what I was thinking, and now I feel like Atha's off and running. Okay, yeah. 10 coins. Good turn for Vespa. They had, they had a research coming in, so that certainly helped. They get the Merchant Guild now. That's good for them. You can't pitch here because you got the ghost ship. You're not going to be able to pitch again because... Oh yeah, you do have more actions down here. Yeah, the problem with pitching there is you get 3 bad cards on top, but you're going to be able to get rid of one of them by playing the vassal. And do you research the silver here? I think I might research the silver here. Put those 3 cards set aside. Yeah, they just researched the copper. That's fine too. All right, so 2 buys with 5. Another merchant guild. Yeah, we need more villages if we're going to add a second merchant guild. I think it should have been another hunting lodge first and then a merchant guild. Another free copper trash. I think you take it here, although I guess that means you hit 4 instead of 5, so not an easy... I think you actually don't take it. You just play the merchant guild and buy that hunting lodge that you should have bought last turn. It's hard to resist a free copper trash, but no, they do take it. So what are they getting on 4 then? Oh, we have the villager from last turn. Okay, I like that. As long as you buy a hunting lodge here, that seems good. Okay, perfect. So the dud last turn, but Atha's building quite a nice deck here where a dud like that seems very unlikely to happen again. I mean, they're going to draw a deck here, just about. Yep. If the vassal hits, and it does, so they've got everything. Oh yeah, I guess it didn't even need to hit, right? You could just draw the hunting lodge with ghost ship and play it. Yeah, research your last copper. Play these merchant guilds. What do we got here? 8. Another Destrier would be nice. We go like Vassal Destrier. I think Vassal Destrier sounds good here. Buy the Vassal, that brings the Destrier cost down to 5. What else could we do here? We do have the Villager as well. And if we had 10, it could be another Hunting Lodge and Merchant Guild. Merchant Guild, Copper, Destrier. All right. That seems reasonable. So maybe here you put the Merchant Guild on top and pitch for 5 cards. I put the Ghost Ship on the bottom, Merchant Guild on the top. No, you need to play all these hunting lodges. You can't pitch them, I don't think. Otherwise you won't have enough actions. Another inn. I'm not sure why Vespa's going for the inns over the hunting lodges. Oh, now pitches. Okay, I guess we're getting with the Destriers down there. We got around to everything. Of course, if that ghost ship and copper were reversed, we would have sadly missed the ghost ship. So I don't think pitching there was right. I think you play the ghost ship, but it worked. It's all good. It's looking really good, actually. Do lots of good things here. We're going to spend most of the coffers, it looks like. Hunting Lodge, Merchant Guild, Destrier. Yeah, that all looks good. Wouldn't mind another vassal as well but this is great. Hunting Lodge, Black Cat. Yeah, I guess Black Cat's something we haven't talked about yet, but that when it's time to start greening can certainly factor into the scoring. That may be a consideration for Atha here shortly too. Pick up a Black Cat or two just as a threat. Do they? Oh, all their VP is from Bishop. That's right. Yeah, this is looking really good. Even be able to get rid of that copper. We've got the village ratio right now as well. This is looking pretty over. I mean, lots of things you can do here, right? Could be another. I mean, you got to count this out because you want to get some destriers here too. It could be like Hunting Lodge, Merchant Guild, Copper, Destrier. Like I said, another vassal seems reasonable. Okay, taking the green now. Yeah, I mean, I think I would build a little bit more, but I also see Destrier now. This seems perfectly fine too. Seems very, very good. I think, like I said, I think it's all winning at this point. I mean, we got 20 coffers now, so we're going to be able to do quite a bit here. What's the last card? No, we didn't buy copper. You just play all the merchant guilds here. You don't need to play the vassal. All the coffers we're going to get from these merchant guilds is pretty significant. Oh, interesting. They top decked their Black Cat, so now they're not going to be able to activate if Atha greens again here. Not sure why you wouldn't top deck Ghost Ship and Black Cat. I guess they're thinking they're going to pitch. But I would think Vespa would have top decked the yellow. Okay, province. What else? Just a bunch of destriers, I guess. 3, 2, 1, 3 destriers. Getting very close to a pile out as well. Okay, Black Cat. Don't have the... Oh, did get another Hunting Lodge. Okay, so do have... If the vassal hits, we've got the actions to play all this. And of course, if they green here, the Black Cat will just activate. They do not. All right, how many buys do we have? We can't pile out yet, can we? Actually, we could probably just pile out provinces here. Is there enough money? There's got to be enough money, right? Play that vassal. Hit something good. Research. Ooh, don't play the research. Or you could... No, you don't want to play the research. What are you researching? A province? Ooh, but now you've got... Yeah, I guess you don't get the Ghost Ship attack in, but is this enough? 39, we're short by 1 coin. No. Oh, 1 coin short, right? No, 5, yeah. 5 provinces times 8 coins each is 40, and we got 39. Well, What do we... Oh, the curse from the black cat. Okay. 1 coin short. No, they're going to play on. This was well played by Atha. I really like their build here. Feels like they played this pretty close to optimally. I mean, small point, but you could go top deck Merchant Guild and then Province, so that when you play the Hunting Lodge and pitch. But that's it. Good games. Atha coming through with the final 2 games after being tied 2-2 to give victory to Oceania. Good job, Ruben. Very well played. And so that puts us up, Oceania, up 2-1 against Greece with Sir Lucason's match against Swordfish Trombone remaining. So good job, atha17, and thanks everyone for listening. Bye.